Hey, what's up guys? Joe here, coming at you today with a quick recap of the last 4 days of sneak peeks and also answering questions that were popping up in my comments. And then also really quick, we're going to take a look at the newest feature that's going to be added to the game in the Friends or Social tab. Two ways to actually identify this tab is either the blue icon next to your XP bar, like so, and then on the far right of your profile there is a social tab that's highlighted, and there's a section for friends, friend requests, and then also you can search players. Friend requests, I currently have Purple Cobra waiting to be accepted as my friend, and all I got to do is simply either hit the green button to add or hit the X to deny them as my friend. I'm going to go ahead and hit OK. And then also you can go to your clan and you can add people within your clan. So you simply just go to their profile, and then there's a button for add friend, which will select that real quick and send a request to Lady in Red. And then the other way to do it is if you have somebody that is outside of your clan, you can select the search players tab. And if you don't recall, under a player's profile underneath their name there's a hashtag. This little hashtag with numbers and letters is actually their player tag. So I'm going to go look at my clan real quick, and let's say that Ming Sing Ling down at the bottom of the list is not actually in my clan. All I got to do is go to their clan and view his profile and take a look at his player tag, which is hashtag 2 Lima 82 Juliet or J. And then I'm going to go over to my social tab, go to search players, and I'm going to type this in and go ahead and look up Ming Sing Ling. So we're going to go type that in, 2L82J, and then we're going to search, and it should bring up Ming Sing Ling like it is right there, and then we can add them as a friend. So a pretty cool feature. Not a lot of uses for it right now, other than a social piece. That way you can make friends on Clash of Clans, but I would imagine that it's going to be used for something in the future. So make sure you're adding some people to be your friends, and that way you can also start doing friendly war challenges. You don't really have to, search for tags and all the other stuff if you just have friends already. So let's go ahead and get into the recap piece of it. One viewer requested to see a Queen Walk or Queen Charge on these newer level defenses at Town Hall 11. So I got this level 40 Queen going in against these new defenses and defensive levels. Really, we just want to kind of erase some speculation before the update comes out, just so you can get an idea that you can still do some of the things that you were doing before. So yeah, Sneak Peek 1 brought us level 6 Wizards at Town Hall 9, level 7 Wizards added to the game at Town Hall 10, as well as the level 4 Baby Dragon moving from Town Hall 11. Town Hall 11 gained the level 5 Baby Dragon and the level 6 Dragon. And then on the defensive side, they acquired the level 5 Expo, the level 9 Tesla, and the level 10 Mortar to start bringing some balance to Town Hall 11 and hopefully start working on these mass spam attacks like I have going on here. Yes, it's a Queen Charge, and yes, she was able to get in there on the Expo and the Archer Tower with the help of a couple of Rages and take out the Clan Castle. But really the intent here is to start working on getting rid of or putting these newer troops in check, like the bowlers and the miners, and hopefully slowing down these ground attacks. And I believe that it might actually be possible. I haven't quite been able to even get close to 3-starring, normally topping out about 60%. So as you watch this replay here, I'm going to cover a couple more topics from Sneak Peek 1. You can earn partial war win bonus even when failing an attack. War win bonus is no longer reduced when attacking lower Town Hall levels. And then tougher targets in war are worth more clan XP to a max of 10 XP. The bowlers got a little bit of a slight nerf on HP, subject to change on stats until the game actually, or the update actually goes live. So we're not going to go ahead and get into that too much. And as this replay rolls on, miners are doing their best on going around the outsides of the base. Old G-Dub over there decided he wasn't going to shoot the Inferno that was melting him. So, yeah, the spam, I kind of see it having a hard time, or the mass miners, mass bowlers, stuff like that. I see those troops having a little bit of a difficult time, especially with the addition of these higher level defenses at Town Hall 11. And the addition of the bomb tower, which we'll get into in a second. Teslas no longer do 2 times damage on the P.E.K.K.A. to make it a more viable troop to use across the Town Hall levels. P.E.K.K.A. they kind of died out with the Witch for a while there. Nobody really wanted to use it unless they're unknowledged on the troops meta or the current meta of the game. One viewer requested to see these level 6 dragons in action on a max Town Hall 11. So what we got going on here is your typical Zapquake mass dragon attack. And believe it or not, they actually did fairly well against this base. The expos were all set to ground, so it kind of worked out. It's kind of like your ideal base. A lot of people, or a lot of defenders, were dropping their expos to the ground to take care of the queen walks and queen charges, or to hinder the queen charges. And it was really kind of opening up for the air attacks. So I wanted to put these level 6 dragons in action and give you guys an idea of what to expect once you get those upgraded. Prices on these are always subject to change, so I don't want to put out any stats quite yet or show any stats yet, due to the fact that that's always subject to change on these builds compared to the actual game or update going live, like I said before. But as you can see here, the balloons from the clan castle are still down in the southwest putting in work, and then there's a large bulk of dragons up there by the town hall doing business. You got one random balloon on the Eagle Artillery, but then one dragon kind of fills in and takes care of the Eagle Artillery. So they're about 57%, and I believe this raid actually gets up to about 60-some%. So the level 6 dragon is pretty hardy and does a pretty decent job on their own by at least getting the percentage that's required to get 2 stars on the Town Hall 11 bases, or at least this one so far, with the assistance of the expos down on the ground. So didn't want to go changing the base too much and get too in depth, so there's just a generalized idea for what those can do. And then Sneak Peek 2 brought us the overview, or the army training screen, training troops all in one. As you can see here, what I missed in my previous sneak peek was the fact that the checks mean that you can donate these troops. This is actually a second army brood, and you can swap around these troops on that queue. And then the quick train screen, also you can train three separate armies to train at a later date. Sneak Peek 3 brought us the bomb tower, and in my previous sneak peek I showed this replay here where the hogs survived a double giant bomb after destroying the bomb tower. One viewer requested to see it in opposite and what exactly would happen, and the delay between the bomb tower exploding and the double giant bomb does cause a little bit of bacon there. Smells crispy. Anyways, and so then if you swap it around, bomb tower, then double giant bombs, and then the heal spell, there's a slight delay from the detonation of the double giants on that one, so they did lose a lot of health, but they didn't die. The booby trap underneath the bomb tower cannot be frozen. We got Hog Riders down. We're going to drop a freeze, slow it down for you to see that bomb, the delay between the double giants, and the Hog Riders die. One other thing that I forgot to show you in Sneak Peek 3 was the fact that the bomb tower is also unaffected or does not attack air troops. Air troops can just mosey right in on them and drop their bombs or destroy the bomb tower, no problem, without any resistance from it. And also they don't receive any damage from the bomb underneath exploding. A big worry after Sneak Peek 3 I saw was the worry that the Hog Riders were going to become overpowered due to the fact that the giant bomb no longer does 1.5 times damage to the Hog Riders. So I attempted mass hogs, nothing but Hog Riders, drew the clan castle kind of like a Town Hall 7 attack, and only got like 47%. So I decided to actually bring in a queen charge on this one in order to get rid of the queen and the enemy clan castle, due to the fact that the Hog Riders are going to avoid the queen or the heroes and try to take out the defensive structures in the first place. So the queen's just going to pick them off. So the best approach to this was to actually go in, get rid of the enemy archer queen, and get rid of the clan castle troops, and then start working in the hogs in an area that wasn't full of giant bombs. That's what I was really trying to show you, is the fact that they can be taken out whether you have bombs there or not. The spring traps are still very much viable, and then also the skeleton traps. Skeleton traps cause a lot of distraction and hindrance to the Hog Riders. As you can see, you got both of them popping up next to that town hall there, and those skeletons are just running around taking out the hogs, although they did hit a bomb and they weren't under a heal spell. But regardless, the skeleton trap is destroying the last bit of hogs right now. I only got like 3 hogs left. Got the Barbarian King down and trying to get rid of that enemy Barbarian King, but I mean, there's really no saving it. I don't see the Hog Riders being able to just wipe out Town Hall 9. I don't see a lot of balancing changes from Town Hall 9 with the addition of one bomb tower. So I feel the Hog Rider still requires a supporting cast in the golems and or Valkyries, wizards, some type of kill squad to get in there, take out the queen, and clear a portion of the base in order for them to go in on the back end. The witches actually got a pretty decent buff on HP and damage per second, and then also the skeleton spell does a lot more, produces a lot more skeletons than it did before. Level 4s currently produce 10, and then supposedly we're supposed to see about 26 for a longer period of time come out of this spell, but always subject to change due to the build and the update not being live yet. But I wanted to put those in action so you can see what they do. And then I also brought a clone spell due to the fact that it also lasts longer in a certain area for a certain amount of time. So placing it in a respectable area that's going to be viable to your attack is ideal. Bring a queen charge here and about 14 witches just to put these gals in action and see what they can do. Due to the fact that I don't really feel that I was able to showcase them or what they could do well enough in Sneak Peek 3. So we're doing it on Town Hall 11. We do have an Eagle Artillery centralized, and we get the witches down following the Barbarian King. They're going to take out a couple of structures on the outsides of the base. Archer Queen's stuck on a wall as normal, and all the skeletons cut in, so I drop a clone spell to kind of clone a bunch of skeletons to see what they could do. It's just old school go wee wee, basically, without the golem and the wizards. And I dropped the skeleton spells in the core to try to work on that Eagle Artillery, but they're just getting toasted off by the Inferno Towers. And a large group of the witches are on the outsides of the base just putting in work. They're getting their they're getting Larry up, and they're just attacking as the point defenses are just working on the skeletons as they stay on the outside of the base. They're looking really good, but they haven't hit any traps yet. The traps are still not triggered by Larry, and the Archer Queen still working in the core while she's on the outside. She takes out the Inferno Tower. Although the Eagle Artillery is still kind of going, I kind of wish I had a couple of miners to go underneath and get that Eagle. But anyways, we're focused on the witches here, and the Larrys are still going. We're at 49%, 50% right there. I believe that if we had gone in on the opposite side, we more than likely would have got a 2-star. So, I mean, I'm not going to say that the witch is fully restored back to what she was post Town Hall 11 update when the level 3 first came out and Larry did not trigger traps, or he did trigger traps ahead of her and she survived. But I think that these witches are doing pretty well for not running into a bunch of traps along the way. I believe that on this base the giant bombs were actually in the 4 compartments. I'm not exactly sure right off the top of my head due to the fact that I hit this base so many times I kind of lost track. But I did actually in fact test this because I was actually kind of curious to see if the witch could take on a giant bomb. And they actually do survive the giant bomb individually. When they're grouped up in doubles, they're obviously going to die. Their health is pretty low right now, but I think they'll be best on the outsides of the base and not in the base. And last but not least, Sneak Peek 4 brought us the Friendly War Challenge. As you've seen there, I accepted the challenge in the game chat, and then this is just a quick tutorial from Clash Tutor. And it's basically a feature that just brings fun to the game. It opens up the game for tournaments and to streamers to be able to do quick wars and arrange wars between larger factions of clans. The biggest complaint that I heard today was the fact that you had to use resources to fill clan castles or gain offensive clan castle troops. I don't really feel this being a viable excuse, considering if you're already a warmonger, then you're gonna do the same things anyways. Also for Clash Tutor, I just want to let you know that hashtag level 1 Hog Riders lives matter too. And also, level 1 healers aren't going to keep a level 30 queen alive, but this is probably the coolest queen ever due to my own mistake and not checking my troop levels before this war attack. However, I feel that the Friendly War Challenge is just going to open up a world of possibilities in the future for the game that's going to lead us to bigger and better things, bigger events, among the larger clan groups, and then also start roping in the smaller clans to start, reaching out to other clans and attacking them, or challenging them as well, and testing their own skills and learning new attacks and stuff like that. So you're kind of branching out from your realm of just playing with your small clan or your large clan even, and actually learning other strategies and meeting other people. So I really feel it's a great addition to the game right now, and that hey, if you want to challenge Clan Paradox, my actual clan, Town Hall 9 and below, you can drop comments below. You can email me per that email address is down below in the description, and we'll set something up and work on building teams in order to do a friendly challenge. I am not opposed to that at all once this thing goes live. So those are just simple ideas to make this game that much better and that much more exciting. Is everything going to be perfect right away? Certainly not. I'm sure there's going to be kinks and server issues to work out with this friendly war challenge piece, due to the fact that we can only do no less than 1 hour battle day, and I mean, well, 5 versus 5 is plenty. But anyways, if you've been playing as long as I have, you're gonna remember the fact that there was no clan wars at one time. It was just all farming all the time, and it just got really boring really fast. So I think that the team has actually gotten the game really far along from what it used to be, and I really feel that that they've done a really good job on this update from what I've seen so far. So that's actually a quick recap, or a quick-ish recap. Hopefully I was able to answer some of your questions, show you some things that you hadn't noticed before, and also we got a quick look at the Friends tab itself. So drop some comments below, and thanks for watching, guys.